it's me, Abby. Welcome or welcome back to my channel, Abby's Retro Rescue. Today we're gonna do a thrift haul. These are really fun videos where I show you all of the super random retro goodies that I have picked up recently at estate sales. I shop estate sales pretty much every week, mostly on Fridays with my friend Greg. We go out to estate sales. If you're not familiar with these or if they don't have them in your area, this is where whole houses are opened up to the public. It's like a giant garage sale, but in your house where you're buying anything and everything from the house, from the furniture, sometimes fixtures in the house, to all the little knickknacks. And if I'm lucky, some of these houses have kids that were my age that grew up and left their crap behind, like usually in the basement. And then I head down there first and try to find the 80s goodies that I can take home and share with all of you guys. And then I list them on my Etsy shop, the things that I can part with. But as you can see, I collect a lot of goodies and keep them. A lot of these things will end up in my Etsy shop eventually. All right, so without further ado, let's get started. This is, as always, a super random haul, and we're gonna start with a doll. My last video was strawberry shortcake, major strawberry shortcake haul and makeover and all of that. This is not a strawberry shortcake doll, but this is one from the 80s. I was very excited to find still in the package. I remember this doll. I did not have her. It's Jenny, and this is the Jenny Sasson doll, and she's so cute. I remember the commercial for this. Ooh la la, Sasson. Ooh la la, Sasson. Ooh la la, Sasson. Do you guys remember these ads? I mean, this one was one of those things where it unlocked a memory for me. When I saw this and I saw the little logo, the little Sasson with the the OK or whatever that is going on here, I instantly remembered that commercial, and the little jingle was so catchy. I'm taking her out. I'm gonna keep her in the box, obviously, but I'm taking her out so you can see her without the glare. I'm not gonna remove her from her box, y'all. She still has even like this plastic to protect her hair, because look at her braids. They are perfection. She is twisty tied into the box where we're gonna leave her, but we wanna notice some of the fun details, especially the hair. That's my favorite. The Sasson shirt and little belt with the logo on it. Oh my word, she's so cute. And of course the Sasson jeans. And look at these shoes. She was only a few dollars. I could not pass her up. She is just, she's perfect. She came with the original paperwork that was inside there, the different Sasson Jenny, I guess, clothes that you can get. And then there's also accessories. I don't remember any of these. I didn't have any of these. They weren't expensive or anything, just for some reason I just didn't get into it. I wasn't really a Barbie girl either, even though, you know, I had a few of the dolls, but I wasn't like super into it. But some of my friends did. I definitely played with them. But these Jenny dolls have been around for a long time. And then they put out these specialty dolls. This one has hair you can braid and some hairstyles. She's just awesome. I loved her so much. So that was one of my better finds this month. But wait, there's more. There's lots more. Next we have Furbies. These are the McDonald Furbies. They are so cute. These ones, they all had different actions. These ones have little mohawks and they actually walk and their little feet move when you pull them back. They're like a pull toy. So those are super fun. These sell really well in my Etsy shop. I'm totally sold out. So I was excited to find two more. I'll put those in there, but check this out, you guys. At the same sale, they also had a full-size Furby, an original 1998 Furby. These are by Tiger Electronics, but I always get excited when I find one of these, especially if it works. So I put the batteries in this thing. He's sleeping right now, but let's wake him up and see if he'll talk to us. I don't know why I like these. I used to get creeped out by them, but now I actually think they're kind of cute. I told Keith, I was like, uh-oh, I'm gonna get attached to him. Okay. Wow, he's got a lot to say. He's very chatty, so I'm gonna go put him in the other room. Be right back. Next up, I got this Gremlins puzzle. This is Gremlins 2, the new batch. And the Gremlins are having a rock band. Very cute. Gizmos. I can't tell if he's dancing or running away, but it's very cute. What's really cool about this is it has never been opened. It's still sealed, and it's dated 1990. And another puzzle from the 80s, a different kind of puzzle. Here is an original Rubik's Cube. I usually pick these up whenever I see them. I thought this one was really cool because it has the logo there in the middle. And so yeah, I never learned how to solve these things. Next, I got a whole bunch of these Tomy pocket games. These were made in the late 70s and early 80s. They're really fun. They're low-tech games that you just shoot kind of like pinball. And so this one, that's really fun. And it's pretty easy. So there's all different ones. This one is one of the earliest ones, 1975. You have to play them, like this one needs to be flat on a table to play, but he fishes. It's a fishing game. All of them work really well still. This one is 1976. It's a shooting gallery. Very cute. Also from 1976, Lucky Ball. And the Cracked Crab. And then 1978, this is Pass the Puck. So these were made by Tomy, and this one has the price tag on the back from Skaggs. They paid $1.69, and so pretty reasonable prices for a game that could entertain your kids in the car or whatever. Oh, fun. And then I already had this one, so it has to be from the 80s because this one is, of course, Pac-Man. And you can slide him around and try to drop the little balls and eat them up. It's very cute. So these low-tech pocket games are super fun. I definitely remember having some of these. I at least remember having a baseball one. Later we got into more electronic, battery-operated type toys. But these low-tech ones where you just wind them up or flip a ball or something are actually really still pretty fun. And they were a great way to keep kids occupied, like on car trips and things like that. So anyways, this was a fun find. Another similar sort of low-tech game, Superfection. So you might remember Perfection. Keith and I a long time ago did a video about that one. This is like the harder version, I think, where you have to put together these little puzzle pieces. Here, I'll show you. It's dated 1978. Oh my goodness. Whoop. And the timer's already been going up. It was buzzing in my car. I was worried these were going to end up everywhere. But it has these different two-piece puzzles, such as like this. And so you have to put the pieces together and then put them in here on the game board before it pops and all of the pieces explode out. So super fun, low tech. I say super fun, but it's also kind of aggravating and anxiety inducing. But I have seen these before, and rarely do they have all of their pieces. This one did have all of its pieces, and it was a good price, and it had the box and everything. So I was pretty excited to find this, and I'm looking forward to giving it a try. Oh no. It's ticking again. I got a set of books. These are the Time Machine books. And while I did not remember these as a kid, Keith was very excited to see these. He did read these as a kid, and they are from the publishers that did the Choose Your Own Adventure. So they're similar to Choose Your Own Adventure, except in these stories, you are actually time traveling. So that's really cool. On the back, it tells you what year. They're all different years, all different times in history, all different stories. Here's a pirate one. This one is knights. And oh, this one's Inquisition. So it's got some history baked in, very fun. And then one other book I got, you guys, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure is one of my favorite movies. Bogus Journey, not as much, but I didn't even realize that these had novels that went with them, so that's pretty fun. Only one movie this time, and you've seen me buy this recently, and I hadn't seen it in a long time, and then all of a sudden it keeps popping up, but I bought it again because it was a great price. Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, one of our favorite movies, definitely our favorite Dolly Parton movie. And then while we're talking about media, I did get a few records. I got one LP. This is Basha, most famous for her song Time and Tide. This album was released in 1987. It had several hits on it. Also, New Day for You, Run for Cover. She had some good songs. I don't know what happened with her. I'm gonna have to research Basha. But I do remember, I did not have this album, but I remember liking several of the songs. So I'm looking forward to listening to it. Pretty mellow and chill, and I think it'll be a good one to listen to when I'm just like in a chill mood or whatever. So this is for my personal collection. And then these will make it to the Etsy shop. Two of the Rock-afire Explosion. Who remembers this? This is the band from Showbiz Pizza, and they also sold records. I've bought these before. It's been a little while. These are some different ones. They would have a birthday song. Like, I guess maybe if you had your birthday party there, I don't know if they would give you this. The lady had written her kid's name and birthday on there, and they each had gotten one. And then on the back, there's a song. This one has Heartaches featuring Doc, and this one has Do You Love Me featuring Beach Bear. So Rock-afire Explosion, kind of hilarious. I wonder who the real voices are behind these characters. That would be fun to figure that out. But I don't know if you know anything more about the people who actually recorded these. That would be really interesting because, you know, they were puppets singing them, but there have to be actual people. So that's kind of cool. I never thought about it. It's kind of like a Milli Vanilli thing. Like, who were the real singers? And then I also got some of these storybook ones. So it has the little, they're called talking storybooks. So you have the little storybook, and then it comes with a record. And the records look like they're in pretty good shape. So this one is Strawberry Shortcake. The Circus Comes to Strawberry Land. Very cute. Y'all know I love Strawberry Shortcake. And then The Empire Strikes Back. Keith was excited for this one. He probably listened to this when he was a little kid as well. So that's cool. I got 3 pieces of glassware. This Coca-Cola glass. I liked it because it says Coca-Cola Classic. And as y'all know, when Coca-Cola released the new Coke in the 80s, they quickly reverted back to the old formula because it wasn't very popular, and then they had to call it Coca-Cola Classic because it got confusing. So I like this glass. It's in mint condition and kind of fun. And then I got 2 mugs. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Very cute. And this one just says happy birthday, but I loved the print. It's very 80s-esque. And it is from Hallmark. It has Hallmark mugs on the bottom there. This one is Russ brand. Mugs are easy to come by at these estate sales, and they usually don't cost very much. So if I see some cute ones and they're in good condition like these, I'll usually buy them. And these are not mugs, but little hats. But do you know what went in this little hat? Of course, these were the ice cream hats that you would get at the Major League ball games whenever you would go to the baseball games. And this one house, they had tons of them from all different teams. So I dug through the pile and found 2 Texas Rangers hats because, you know, ice cream just tastes better in these little cups, and it reminds me of fun times going to the baseball games when I was a kid. And I would, of course, cheer for the Texas Rangers because I'm from Dallas. Or you can just wear it. Oh, who remembers these? It's a little play school minibus. And when it rolls, the people bounce up and down. I do remember this. Now, this is from the late 60s or early 70s. These are older. I think this one's from 69. And one of the ways you can tell it's an older one is because The people are the wooden base. See, this part is wooden. It's not plastic. The top is plastic, the head, but the bottom is wooden. And the older ones are that way. They're wood. So you can see she is made from wood. And it's full of people, and there's one little dog. You'll recognize this guy, I'm sure. A lot of you guys probably played with these old Play School things. I don't usually collect these, although I know the Fisher-Price Play School toy sets are very collectible. Some of them are very sought after. When I saw this one that came with all the little people in it, I just thought it was cute, and somebody will want this, so I'll put it in my Etsy shop. I do have one item that's not from the 80s. It's much older than that, even older than the little Play School. And I do collect Pyrex. So every now and then, if I see a cool Pyrex piece, I will pick it up, and y'all, I could not resist this. It's kind of a rare piece. This is the Black Rooster, and it only came in this little small casserole size. It was like a promotional item. And so for those promotional ones, they didn't make as many. And so they're a little bit harder to get. So this one I've never seen for sale ever. Like, you can get it on eBay, but in person, like in the wild, I've never seen it. And so I was so excited to find this Black Rooster, and it is in mint condition. It is absolutely perfect. I love it so much, and it's gonna be awesome in my collection. So this one's staying with me. At this one house, there was a bin of sewing stuff, and I usually don't buy things or even look in the crafting quilting section because I'm not a quilter, I'm not a sewer, but I do like vintage patches, and they're kind of hard to come by, and sometimes they'll be down inside of like the sewing bins, and I did find some vintage patches, and these are Dr. Pepper ones, which are really fun. So there's a hot dog with a Dr. Pepper. So cute. These next two are dated 1978. I think they all came together like as a set. So 1978, I'm a Pepper 2, Tweety Bird. Oh my goodness. And then this might be my favorite one. Fred Flintstone with a Dr. Pepper. So cute. I probably won't keep any of these patches. I have a jacket that I put patches on, but it's more of a battle jacket, so I just put like, you know, rock bands and stuff, and it's pretty loaded, so I'll sell these. If you're new to my channel, one of the things that I do sometimes is buy other people's tapes. And it could be videos or it could be mixtapes. Lately I've been buying mixtapes. I think it's very interesting to see what music people choose to put on a mixtape, especially when it's addressed to someone specific. I used to do this. I would make mixtapes for either like my boyfriend or like a friend, and then I would literally put it in the mail to that person or give it to them if they lived in town. But usually it was like a pen pal or somebody that didn't live where I live. So this is Grooves by DG. I think that's what it says. And they've written a handwritten little message inside. I love it when they have a handwritten message. So it says, Lori, finally, I sent it. Oh, so she probably did mail this because it says I sent it. I hope you enjoy these grooves. DG, miss you so much. Hope to see you soon. Love, Gretchen. On side A, it says, to listen to when you need to remember the great joy that comes from your friends and the Lord. What a nice thing. So this is from one friend to another, and I'm really interested to know what song she picked because she did not write any of the songs. You can see here I paid a whopping quarter for this. She didn't write down the songs, so they are mystery, so it'll be fun to listen to and see what songs she sent for her friend. Next up, 2 little holiday pins. These are Hallmark pins from the 80s, but what's fun is they actually have motion to them when you wind them up. The rabbit munches the carrots, and the little Christmas reindeer opens and closes his mouth. Aren't those fun? Next is a small Cabbage Patch item. You guys know I love the Cabbage Patch Kids. This is not a doll, this is an accessory. It's dated 1983, and it would roll up, and I believe that it is like a little, kind of like a little blanket or a sleeping bag for your doll. It's in really good condition and very cute. I like the pattern. I think I actually had this back in the day. I like to save the best for last, and it was actually the last sale I went to this week. Did not disappoint. It was a family-run sale, which I always prefer those because usually they're more willing to wheel and deal because they're not having to pay the overhead of having a company come in and run the sale. And also, like, this was just a really sweet family, and they had a lot of cool stuff, especially in their basement game room was loaded with cool games from the 80s. And I was so thrilled to find this Donkey Kong board game. It has all the pieces in it. It's totally complete. So that's really cool. And then on the same shelf at that same house, that's also where I got the Superfection puzzle game. And then you guys, this is my best find. I got Electronic Dungeons and Dragons by Mattel. This is from 1980, and y'all, it works. It is so fun. Keith and I played it. And we actually made a video of us playing that game. And so if you want to see that, I will post it right here for you to watch when you're done watching this one. You can click on that. Hey, thanks so much for watching, and I hope that you guys find some treasures too. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!